Earlier today, Pokemon announced their new main series game called Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, this game is getting speculated on very much because they announced it and also gave us some hints on how this game is going to play out. So, many people are now starting to think, just come up with stuff about where the game's going to be at. And I saw, if I can 1 second bring it up. All right, Hybrid Heroes video of him thinking it's in Hawaii, and you guys should go check that video out. I actually might think it might be there, but my argument is also very good. So what I'm gonna say is Pokemon Sun and Moon might be in Brazil. And it could be in the Pokemon can be in Rio de Janeiro, just like the Olympics. Now, before I tell you why, let's just look at some of the stuff in the trailer. So, when it starts off, it shows some of the interior buildings of the Pokemon game. And as you can tell, it has a tropical vibe to it, as well as a little small kind of compact area. And that's sort of what Rio de Janeiro is. And it's very, close houses, all on top of a hill, all going downwards towards the beach. And another thing is, it shows cars. Now, this may be a new function in Pokemon, which I'm probably very excited about. But it also shows that this area has a tropical vibe because these cars are pickups. And you would normally see them in Orange Islands. And Orange Islands was also tropical, sort of near islands and everything. So I'm guessing that it could be in Brazil because of this. I'm sure it has that vibe of, kind of being a traditional city, but also next to the beach and being tropical. So the next thing is it shows a Pokemon Center. Now this Pokemon Center also has a beachy vibe to it, a very compact little small building. So that seems like a good reason it might be in Brazil. And this whole trailer kind of has a water theme to it, a very big water theme. And this could be played out because the moon, of course, controls the waves of the ocean. And so that might be something. And the sun might have something else to do. And I'm not exactly sure. But let's go straight into the two buildings it shows. I think one or two. We see a giant, kind of like a palace or a giant mansion, or it could be just a hotel or a spa or something. It seems something very luxurious but beachy, and that could be one of the hotels next to the ocean of Rio de Janeiro. And also in the side pictures, there's a motel, I'm pretty sure, with slacking, so that could be something. And I am kind of don't know if it's actually going to be in Brazil because I looked at the languages it's going to be in, and it does not have Portuguese. But let's look at the new Pokemon it shows. Now this is a bird Pokemon, and it doesn't look like any other bird Pokemon that we have so far. So I took the time to look at some of Brazil's native birds, and I found the ones that looked closest to it. So you guys can look at these birds and, maybe you might not agree, but in my opinion, it looks like these birds. So the first one is going to be the southern lapwing, and this bird kind of has that, little tail thing on the back of its head, and so do the other birds. The next one is going to be the green kingfisher. Now this one has a smaller one on the back of the head, but it just kind of feels like it could be. And the last one is the lin-eated woodpecker, which also has a big tail on the back of its head. So these are birds that could kind of be inspirations to that Pokemon. I also just wanted to throw it out there that the program they were using was actually Maya, and that's really interesting because in school, I have a computer animation and we use Maya, so it kind of makes me feel nice. I could actually work in Pokemon. And last but not least, the Pokemon Super Bowl commercial starts off in Brazil. Now, this might be a coincidence, but it might just be hinting to us that the next games would be in Brazil. Because it starts and finishes off in Brazil, except for the end. I don't know where that finishes off. It might be like in Italy or America. But it starts off in Brazil, and that boy is Brazilian. So there you go, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. You don't have to agree with me, but I hope you guys also come up with your own theories. And see you guys next time. Bye.